Welcome to another episode of Ananda Marga Dharmacast. And this is a podcast series which looks at issues of spirituality using the writings of Shrii Shrii Anandamurti as our starting point. And I'm your host, Dada Vedaprajinananda, and a lot of people call me Dada, whichever one you like is fine with me. So today we're going to do a very interesting subject. It's called Stages of Samadhi. Samadhi means the oneness with the Supreme Consciousness, oneness with God. It's the goal of mysticism. It's the goal of human life, goal of spirituality, really. So we're going to look at it, and based on a discourse which Shrii Shrii Anandamurti gave in the Philippines in 1969, and it's published in a book called Ananda Vacanamrtam, Part 23. So I'm going to begin by reading part of it and explaining that, and then going on to the second part. So the first part is really extremely important, and it goes like this. He says, virtue and vice are temporal entities, and these things have nothing to do so far as a person's relationship with the Supreme Father is concerned. Suppose several boys are moving along a particular road, and one particular boy falls into the drain. His dress, his body become dirty, and other people, passers-by, will laugh at him. But when the boy's father sees his boy in that condition, what is he to do? Will he laugh at his own son? No. What will he do? He himself will go there into the drain and take his boy in his own lap, and then clean his dress, clean his clothes, clean his body. And after that he will say, my boy, you should walk carefully. So sinning persons are just like those boys in the drain. Now high or low, upgraded or degraded, all are equal. All are equal for him, because heaven is his creation and hell is his creation. If we say that he is only in heaven, it will not be correct, because he is in hell also. His sons, his daughters are never alone. He is with you, even in hell. So what are you to do? You are always to remember that you are the child of a great Father. You must not think that you are a sinner or you are a degraded person. If you think you are a sinner, it means you are meditating on sin. When sin is your object of meditation, actually you will become a sinner, because a person becomes just like his or her object of ideation, or its object of meditation. If you always meditate on sin, I am a sinner, actually you will become a sinner. The psychological approach is you should forget it. Even if you actually are a sinner, you should think, I am the son of a great Father. I am the son of a great Father. I am the daughter of a great Father. And thus you are meditating on the great Father. And the day is sure to come when you will become one with your great Father. But to think, I am a sinner, oh Father, save me, oh Father, save me, this is a defective approach. You should say, I am your son, I am your daughter, oh Father, take me on your lap. I am your son, I am your daughter. This will be the approach. You should you should forget what you do not want. So, this part, I want to stop here for a second. This is extremely important, because many times people go around due to dogma or influences of the society, and they think, oh, I am bad, I'm a sinner. No, don't go around doing this. You're meditating on your defect, but we have to meditate on the positivity. And when we meditate on our strength, then we will become one with that strength. And that's what the next part of it is about. And here, he's explaining that the human body, the human structure, is kind of like a microcosm of the macrocosm. So in the macrocosm, in the yogic concept of creation, there is a starting point, which is called Shambhu. And this is where all expression comes from. And in a human being, the starting point is actually here in the crown chakra. And I gave a discourse on this, a lecture on this, a seminar on this recently in person in Illinois. But if you want to kind of see what you were missing or catch up on the background of it, I'll put a link to that. But he goes like this. At the starting point, wherein the first expression takes place, in the first phase of creation, what happens? In that triangle of forces, triangle of principles, sentient, mutative, and static, what happens due to their intertransmutation? All of a sudden, the triangle becomes unbalanced, and the released resultant force comes out from one of the vertices of the triangle. And the place where that force comes out is called Shambhu. So this is the force of fundamental positivity. So the goal of the yogi is actually to go from the place of crudity where the divinity, where it's sleeping, our consciousness is completely dormant, and that's at the base of the spine. So that's what, like you, through the popularity of yoga and tantra, and people have heard of chakras and kundalini, the spiritual energy. So what he talks about in the next part of the discourse is, what does the yogi feel when the kundalini passes through the different chakras? So we'll go through this briefly, but I'm going to give a disclaimer at the end of it too, because you can get misled by, if you just read this and then you close it, you sit down and you try to meditate, and you try to, oh wow, I didn't feel this, so it's very difficult. It's not so easy, and you may never feel that, and I'll also explain why. But in any case, he goes like this. He said, when the yogi meditates, what happens is the mantra, the proper mantra, if you have the proper mantra, it strikes the kundalini and it awakens it. Now, if that spiritual force rises to the second, comes out from the first chakra and goes, passes the second chakra, you get a feeling, the yogi gets a feeling. It's called salokya in Sanskrit, but what it means is that, oh, I'm in the same realm. We're with the Supreme One. He may be far, but we're at least in the same league, the same level. So it's a feeling it's a great feeling. It's a good feeling. It's possible. Our merger, it becomes possible, because it only becomes possible when we're in the same realm. That's salokya. But with more practice, the kundalini may pass the third chakra, and then the feeling is samipya, it's called. And this is called near, it means nearness. Not only we're in the same realm, same place, but we're really close. We're really close by. And then in the fourth chakra, which is the third one is on level with the navel, and the fourth one would be kind of on level here in the center. It's commonly known as the heart center. In New Age parlance, we can call it the heart center. In any case, when the kundalini reaches here, the stage is close contact. It's like touching, and it's called sayujya. It's touching, sayujya. And then it's not finished. It goes up. To here, the yogi will feel sarupya. I am one. I am one. I am one. And it's a great, also euphoric, a great feeling. And then finally it goes to here. And this is called sarsti. And the am is no longer, before it was I am he. No, the am is gone, it's just I. This is, the oneness is there. Sarsti. And then finally, when it reaches the supreme positivity up here, the stage is called, in Tantra, it's called Kaivalya. Kevalam is the only. You might have heard Bhavanam Kevalam means only, but Kaivalya means that's the noun for that state. That it's the only the God is there. Only. So that is the goal of the human life. That's what mystics and yogis, and actually knowingly or unknowingly, all human beings, that's what they search. We want to become one with God. That's what it is in mysticism. So now the disclaimer is like this. You may or you may not experience these stages of samadhi. It depends. There's a lot of factors on it. Now I'll explain it in a few ways. One is that suppose we're on a train and we got the right train. It's going to the destination. Sometimes you can go on the wrong train, you get to the wrong destination, but you're on the right train. And what that means is that if you just don't jump out, don't panic, you stay on that train, you will reach the destination. Of course, on the train, there's certain rules of etiquette, how to behave and all that. You have to follow that. In any case, you will stay on that train and you will reach the destination. Now, during the train ride, some people may have been awake at night, they look out the window, they see certain things. Oh, wow. So those people are they may be experiencing some of these stages. Some people may not. It just really depends on our past, actually depends on our past background, whatever. So that's the disclaimer that we should, you may get it, you may not get it. But if you're doing the proper meditation and you continue to do it, you do the things what you need to remain on the path, you will reach the destination. So these are the stages of samadhi. And we should work as spiritual aspirants to reach that supreme state, because this is why we're placed on this earth. This is what really separates us from other living beings. That's why we call this series Dharma, Ananda Dharma cast, the podcast of Dharma. So what is Dharma? What is human Dharma? Human Dharma is to realize our innate possibility. This is our nature. Our Dharma means our fundamental nature. Our fundamental nature is to strive for this oneness. So that's why this is extremely important subject, although some of it is kind of esoteric, with talking about chakras and kundalini. And we're talking about experiences which some people will experience, some people may never experience, or some people may experience at the end, of the whole journey. We don't know. But stay on the train, stay meditating, stay practicing, and stay positive, and you will reach that goal. So that's what I wanted to say about this topic, and thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and if you want to see more of us, go to dharmacast.com. That's our podcast platform. But if you are on any other different kind of podcasts, Apple Podcasts and Spotify podcasts, other places, just look up Ananda Dharmacast and you'll get all the lists of the back episodes. And if you're on YouTube, subscribe to the channel and give it a like, give it a thumbs up. And wherever you are, if you can give it a thumbs up, what that will do will help more people to see the content or hear the content. So that's all we want, is just for people to have that chance. And if you have any questions or queries or topics even that you want us to address, contact me, and you can find me. Just look at Dada Veda, you look it up on YouTube or on online, and you'll find my contact information, and just give me an email or a message or however you want to contact me, and I will address your subject. So thank you again once more, and I just close with the yoga greeting, namaskar. I salute the divinity within you, with my mind and all love and cordiality of my heart. And I hope to see you again and be in touch with you again in the future.